welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Monique.
And I'm Paula.
And today, in collaboration with Warhammer, we're going to continue diving into the new Warhammer Age of Sigmar 3rd edition.
That's right. This is our second battle plan, tutorial number 2, that comes in the Extremis starter set box, which is what we're using to play today and all our other tutorial battle plan videos.
That's right.
In the first tutorial video we did, battle plan number 1, we learned about charge phase and we learned about combat. If you haven't watched that yet, then there's a link in the description below. Pause this video, go watch that. Come back here and join us as we are about to learn about movement. We're gonna learn about the battle shock phase. And what else are we learning about, Monique?
A little bit of new terrain.
That's right, terrain that we might be able to use to climb or take some cover, maybe. So we'll wait, pause, go, watch it. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial number 1 where you learned about in the Warhammer hobby how you can collect, build, paint, play. You can enjoy one of those things. You can enjoy all of those things. And I hope that you're finding this hobby to be approachable if you're new to it. So
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So today on tutorial battle plan number 2, known as
High Ground.
Yes. Would you care to set the stage?
I would love to, Monique. Thank you for asking. A curious mob of gut rippers has taken control of a scouting position that overlooks an ongoing battle. But before they can gather their bearings, a unit of Vindictors close on their location. Now the cruel boys must defend their newly gained high ground and repel their Sigmarite enemy.
Now, if you take a look at the table, we are all set up here with some more stuff in this battle
Yeah, that's right.
plan than we did in the previous one. So, would you care to introduce your models?
Yeah, so in this scenario, I have a unit of gut rippers. There are 5 of them in this unit, and they start off behind this domicile piece of terrain that I'm possibly going to be able to climb over or run around or use to take some sort of defensive advantage here. And again, just like we talked about in our first tutorial, you'll notice that I have primed and based my minis, and that's the state they're in, ready to play from there.
Perfect. Now, again, I am playing as the Stormcast Eternals, but this time I have 4 different models that are separated into 2 units of 2 models each. And so just like in the previous battle plan, these are all Vindictors, and I still have my Vindictor Prime right here.
Oh, it's scary.
Now, none of them are painted. These are all just fully set up and ready to play right, from the get-go.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're ready to begin.
I think so. So in our setup here, we made sure that your 2 units are 9 inches away from our piece of terrain here. And then we also need to keep all of our models in each unit within 1 inch of one other model, because 5 or less in a unit, to keep cohesion, you need to be within 1 inch of one other model in the unit.
And I think that is what we have here.
Yeah.
And so this time, in this battle plan, the Stormcast Eternals go first.
That's right. And you're hoping to completely slay my
That's the
army
goal.
or cause me to flee in fear.
And that is a new thing that is specific to this battle plan.
Yeah, that's
right?
part of the battle shock, which you'll learn about when we get there. Oh boy, it's exciting.
All right, so starting with these Stormcast Eternals, I'm going to start my turn with the movement phase, which is different from the last tutorial. In the last tutorial, we started with the charge phase. And so now I have the option of moving each of my units up to the distance of my move characteristic, which for the Vindictors is 5 inches.
But what if you can't get where you want to be in 5 inches?
If I can't, I can alternatively choose to run instead. And so if I were to choose to run, I would roll a die and I would add that to my move characteristic. That's right. Unfortunately, if I were to run, that would mean that I cannot charge, which is the phase that we learned in the previous tutorial. And so I'm going to move. So I'm going to start this battle plan.
I should have been like, yes, run right to me.
I'm going to start this battle plan off by moving. And so I can move up to 5 inches. I'm going to move both units. And the way that we do this is we must measure the distance for each model, right? So let's start with this one. Okay. Real simple, real easy. And we'll try to get as close as possible. Well, we're going to move the full 5 inches. Just going to be right there. And then I'm going to do the same for this one. Right there. And I'm just going to move right there. So that is where that model is going to go.
And they've stayed within 1 inch of each other, so they have coherence. So.
Yes. And I'm going to do the same for this unit. I'm just going to move the full 5 inches straight this time, just like that. And then same thing with this model. Just, oops, like this. Is that about right?
Oh boy, they're closing in.
We're closing in.
Okay. Then after the movement phase would be the charge phase. So you can charge now if you are, because you are within 12 inches but farther away than 3.
Yes, I believe.
So you could attempt to charge if you wanted to get within 3 inches of me.
And so I technically am allowed to charge, but in order for me to actually have a combat phase, I must end my charge within 1 inch, half an inch away from you, which is a lot of distance.
That's a lot of distance. You'd have to roll and see what you get.
You know what? I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I'm just going to wait outside these walls and see if I can bring the cool boys out.
Let me come to you. All right.
You come to me.
Okay, so then that means Monique's turn is over. And it's time for me, the
cruel
boys, to go. I do think, I love the idea of these orcs, these gut rippers, climbing up and over the wall. There's like an image that I really like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to run to try and get up and over the wall because I have a movement of 5 inches. And like we said before, so you have to go, if you're climbing, you have to be able to go up the height and then back down the height in your distance. Well, this is 3 inches tall. From here, it's 3 inches, but it's even more if I'm trying to do here. It's like almost 4. So I need to be able to move 6 just to get up and over the wall, which is more than my move. So I'm going to try to run my unit so they can get up and over. So let's see how many inches they get. So I roll 1 die and we'll add that to my movement characteristic.
Good luck.
4.
4, okay.
So that gets me 9 total inches I can move, which I think will be, now I have to stay within 3. I have to stay 3 inches away from you. Okay, so if I get just on the other side of this wall, let's try this. And if I need to reevaluate based on where they land, then great. Okay, so we'll start back here. So he's got 1 inch to move to the wall, and then 3, so that's 4, 3 more, 7, and I think that's where this guy needs to stay within, because I can't get closer than 3 inches without charging. And I run, so I can't charge. So, okay, so then I believe he's got about 1 inch to get to the wall. I should have set them up right next to the wall, but oh boy, then 4 to get to the top, that's 5, and then 4 to get down, which is the full 9 for this one, so he's gonna go right there. And then same thing for this one. Ooh. Now I'm hoping I could run him around. I wonder if that's actually the thing to do. I have 9 rather than make them climb over.
Ooh.
So I'm actually gonna measure. What do you think? Let's try that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 4 or 5. Yeah.
And then we'll do the other 4. Should be right about there.
Nice.
I believe that's his spear is in the way, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do the same thing. I think I can make this happen here. So we'll do 5 to there, and then 4 to here. And we're still in coherence because we're a unit of 5. I'm within 1 inch of one other. So that's my run. Now, I also can't have a combat phase because I'm 3 inches away. Well, let me make sure I stayed 3 inches away from you. Yep, there we go.
Making sure to stay away, avoiding the vindictors here.
I can't charge to get within that 3 inches into melee range because I ran. So I also don't get a combat phase.
Which means I get to potentially charge.
That's right. You can now, it's back to your turn. And
Fantastic.
You can charge now to get within 3 inches so you are in melee.
So I would still start my turn with movement.
Your movement has to stop with you 3 inches away from the enemy unit that you're moving toward, from all enemy units. The only way to close that 3 inch gap to get into melee range is to use your charge. It's like, think about it like if you're going into battle, you can't just like mosey on up. Once you get to a certain range, you're gonna have to like run in with your weapon brandished, war cry.
You got a war cry.
Running in. And so that's what the charge is for. So that's why there's no movement to use here because you're within 3 inches.
That makes sense.
But now you can use your charge to try and close that 3-inch gap and get to 1/2 inch.
So we're gonna do that. We are going to charge. So let's get a roll for this unit here first.
You need to roll a 3.
I need to roll a 3.
A total of 3 on 2 d6s.
No snake eyes, basically. Let's go. Perfect.
I somehow think that 9 will be enough.
So I hardly even need to use this. I'm just gonna move on in.
Just get on in
so
there.
I'm gonna move this Vindictor in right there. I'm within 1/2 inch of both, and I'm gonna do the same for this one. Just kind of getting into the crevices so that I have options. We have options. Yeah. And they're still within 1 inch of each other, so that's fine. And then I'm gonna do a second charge roll, but for this unit this time. So hopefully I don't roll the snake eyes. Come on! Awesome. Wow.
9
it's the
again.
same roll.
Right.
So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and we're not moseying. Okay. We are charging. Charge.
Meanwhile, the crew bugs are like,
There's maybe got some drool.
Yeah, they definitely have some drool.
So I think that's as close as I can get. Yeah. They're within 1 inch of each other. And so we're ready to battle.
That's right. It's
we're
combat
going into combat phase.
So now you can pile in. Which, if you needed to reposition any of your models, now would be the time to do it. I would say you're probably pretty well positioned and you don't really need to pile in, but see what if you want to move around somewhere.
Make sure that these two are definitely within 1/2 inch, right? Because I definitely want to be able to attack both of these.
Well, actually, look at the range on your weapon there.
2 inches.
2 inches. So you just need to be within 2 inches of these models to be in melee.
To be able
it's just you have to get within 1/2 inch to be able to charge, but you can be a little further away than that.
To actually attack. Perfect. All right, so then there is no reason to pile in. We're going to go straight into combat. And so...
Oh boy. We say goodbye to the gut rippers.
So I'm going to start with a roll for this model because since they are not my Vindictor Prime, I only roll 2 dice. So let's see. Let's see if we can score a hit. All right, 3 are up. Okay, perfect. So these are both hits.
Perfect for you.
So let's see if we wound.
And you need a 3 or better for that again?
3 or better. Let's go. Oh, wow.
1.
I just barely made it. So 1 wound.
So I will try to save. So,
okay.
Oh, do you have a rend value on that?
I do. I have a rend value. Yes, -1.
So normally my save is a 5, so I can roll a 5 or 6 and I will avoid taking that wound. But because that rend is -1, that means I have to roll a 6.
Perfect score. So let's see if Paula can do it. Good luck. Oh my gosh!
Not dying today. All right. Yes. Come at me, Vindictor Prime.
Wow. I was not expecting that. I was really hoping for one. I'm so excited. One model to be gone. Wow. That really backfired. Okay. That's okay. We have another model in this unit, and it is the Vindictor Prime. So I get to roll 3.
Oh, gosh.
3 because it is my champion model. Are you ready? Let's see how many hits. There we go. 2 hits. 2. Okay. I was hoping for 3, but we will take 2.
And then we roll those to see if you wound.
Yes. Let's see. 1 wound. Wow, what is this rolling?
Now, I again need a 6 to try and avoid taking this wound.
Yes. Good luck. Perfect.
Definitely not. So this one has 1. So we're just going to put a little marker, if you want to put a little 1
right
by
there.
them, so we can keep track that they have 1.
Just 1 more. 1 more to eliminate that.
Yep. And now I get to answer back with my own bit of melee combat. So I am going to target this unit with your Vindictor Prime.
Ah, that's bad for me.
And I'm going to roll 2 attacks for each model in my unit, which is 10 dice. And I'm going to be exciting, and I'm going to roll all 10 at once.
Wow. Yeah. You're 6. You
Thanks.
need 2 hands
I have
to
4
hold
over here.
all your dice.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
What do you need to roll?
Oh, I need to roll 4s or better.
4s or better. Okay, please. all ones.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, that's actually not that many.
No, not many at all. I rolled 3.
All right.
Take those. Take those horrible dice away.
Out of 10. Not bad.
So those are 3 hits, and then I'm going to roll. I need 4s or better to see if I wound.
Oh my gosh.
All 3 wound. So you can roll a save for each of those.
Okay.
I have no rend characteristic. So
no rend, okay.
I don't do any extra anything.
That's fantastic for me.
It's just your base save value.
Which is 3 or higher.
Oh boy.
So please. That's not bad. Come on, those are good. Those are good odds. Let's go. Okay.
So you take 1.
I take 1. 1 wound. I've succeeded
so you save on
in 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take 1 wound. And since you targeted this unit, I have to choose between my Vindictor or the Vindictor Prime. And definitely it's going to go to my Vindictor because we're going to try to save the Vindictor Prime for as long as possible.
Smart.
Each of my Vindictors can take 2 wounds, so they all survive.
Oh, you know what? I think actually this figure that's closest to me is just outside of the 2 inches to be able to be in range with that unit. So I shouldn't have rolled dice for them. So I should have only rolled 8 instead of 10. So what if we just said that the dice that missed were the dice I shouldn't have rolled?
That's fine. We're all learning together.
We're all learning together.
It's a learning game, right?
Thanks, Monique.
Which means we're going to go back to me
Yeah.
with my second unit over here to see what we can do.
Yep.
So first I'm going to attack with this model over here. So I roll 2 dice because neither are my Vindictor Prime. So let's see. Let's try to get some hits. 1. That is 1 hit. Okay. Let's see if we wound. Let's go. We don't wound.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't wound. So we're going to move on to the next model.
Oh
and
boy.
We're gonna
I forgot
try.
you had another one.
Yes. We roll in 2s. Let's go. Ah, that is
Those
2 hits.
Both hit. Yeah.
2 hits. Let's see about a wound.
Oh.
2 wounds. That's great. So now...
So I need to roll 2 6s
you need to roll 2
not
sixes.
take any damage.
Yes. Hopefully there... If you don't roll any 6s, then we can potentially eliminate a gut ripper. Fantastic! Here we go. So, unfortunately, Paula was unable to succeed on either of these save rolls. So we're going to deal 2 wounds.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure that the model who has already taken the wound has to take wounds again before you divvy them out to anyone else.
The injured must continue to be injured.
They must continue to be injured.
It's unfortunate.
So this poor gut ripper takes 1 of those 2 wounds and dies. Mm-hmm. And then we will say that this one will take
the other wound. And the reason why you can do this is because they're all technically 1 unit.
Yes.
Right? So I didn't have to target.
So you targeted the unit, and then I choose which model in the unit takes those wounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Aye.
So that ends this combat phase. And so another new aspect to this specific battle plan is the...
Battle shock phase. So the way this works is if your unit took any casualties, mine did, they have to make a battle shock test. That's basically like a morale. Are they so upset by watching their friends be slain, right, that they get scared and run away? So what you do is you roll 1 die. So that's 5.
Yeah.
I'll explain in a minute why that's bad. You add to it the number of models who were slain, 1. So this is 6. So my bravery characteristic for the gut rippers is 5.
Oh.
So that is more than my bravery. And I now have to take the difference of those 2 numbers, 6 minus my bravery of 5. That's 1. That's the number of models who flee.
They run away.
This guy goes, and he runs away.
And then there were 3.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately.
That's the end of your turn.
Yes, that is the end of mine.
So now it's my turn. And I will not be doing any moving. I'm within half an inch. We're in melee range. I don't need to charge. So I'm going to go right to combat phase.
Okay.
I think I'm okay where I am. I don't want to reposition with any piling in. So we'll just attack. I will attack this same unit again because it has an injured model in it, and I want to try and slay this Vindictor.
Not very nice.
So I now have 3 Gut Rippas who all do 2 attacks, so that is 6 total.
Will you be rolling them all
I
at
like to roll
once?
them all at once. It's dramatic.
Okay, there you go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay. So I needed to roll 4 or better to hit, and half of them do. So that's 3 hits.
not bad.
So now I need 4s or better again to wound.
1. Okay, so I'm gonna try to save.
Yeah.
So I need to roll 3 or better. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you
5.
did.
Okay, fantastic.
So they're safe.
They're safe.
Great.
Which
Now
means
it's your turn. I'm gonna die.
because I have 2 units, both of my units get to go, one after the other. So let's just start with the Vindictor Prime unit because it both has the Vindictor Prime and an injured unit who wants revenge. So we're gonna start with the injured unit or the injured model. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, they're injured. What can you do? What can you do?
Oh yeah.
All right, so now let's try for the Vindictor Prime. So 3 dice. Here we go.
That'll
2.
be 2.
2 hits. Let's see if we wound. Come on. 1
1.
wound.
Okay,
All right,
I
Paula.
need to roll another 6.
You have to roll a 6. Oh my good. How are you doing this?
Not today, Vindictor Prime.
That's okay. We have another unit. We have another unit right here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's try to attack. There are only 3 models left in Paula's unit. So we're going to start
Yeah.
with this model right here. 2 dice. Let's go.
1
1 hit. Let's make it a wound, shall we? Let's go. Oh my gosh. What is this luck?
Ooh,
That's okay.
yeah.
We have 1 more model right there. Let's go. 2. 2 hits and 2 wounds. Okay, 2 6s, Paula?
Yeah, sure. Coming right up. Watch it happen.
What? Wow.
But I do take 1 wound, and so this poor Gut Rippa.
Yeah. Because they've... I'm so sorry, that's unfortunate. Because they've been wounded once already.
Yeah,
So,
take that. That goes, yep.
which means...
Oh, is it Battle Shock again
Battle
already?
Shock time.
Great.
Just 1 die.
So I lost 1 again this time.
Yeah.
And so I roll 1 die, and I will add 1 to that. And if it's higher than my bravery, which is 5.
Which means if you roll a 6, then it'll be game over.
Yeah, because both of them will
Because both
run
of them
away.
will flee. Okay.
Wouldn't you love that?
She's been rolling 6s. Oh, you made it. No, you're good. You're still in.
We're brave.
You're brave.
Oh, but now it's,
But now it's my
your turn.
Yeah. And we're really close. We don't need to, well, this one technically, is that model within 3 inches?
Well, you need to be within 2 for your spear, right? You might
Oh,
want
yeah.
to pile in with that one.
Okay, so I am going to start my turn by piling in using this model right here because I want to get a little bit closer to the
Yeah,
Gut
because we're
Rippa.
going right to, we're skipping movement and charge because we're already here in melee range. So at the beginning of your attack phase,
Yes.
we got to pile in.
And I am pretty close already, so I'm just going to go ahead and move
Yeah.
this unit right in, or this
Moving up to
model
3 inches.
right there.
Yep, to get
Gotta
more
get
in
that.
range. So now it looks like, yeah,
Perfect.
you're within your 2-inch range for your
Yes.
weapon there.
Since I did a pile-in with this unit, I'm going to go ahead and attack with them first.
Okay.
So this is the one that's injured.
Okay.
So let's start with that model. 2 dice. Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah.
That is
Yep,
2 hits.
that's 2 hits.
Let's see if we wound.
Oh,
We
yeah.
wound 2.
Oh boy. Okay. Is it over or
Let's
do
go.
we save?
Oh. That is, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's no save. So this poor Gut Rippa.
has been
Nice.
slain.
Slain. I'm slain. That's what he. That's what he says. That's my cruel boy's
Your cruel boy's
voice.
impression. That was not bad.
Thank you.
Well then, I'm gonna continue on
Yeah.
with my Vindictor
Yeah.
Prime. So
Yeah.
3 dice.
Yeah.
And we only have 1 Gut Rippa left. So hopefully we can get
Be
it.
kind.
Right here. 2 hits. Let's see if we wound. 1 wound. So we are not going to be able to completely eliminate this Gut Rippa yet. Okay, but we do deal a wound.
Take a wound.
So here's
your boy.
Your one wound right there.
That right there.
But now it's back to you.
Oh,
so
you're
you do
right.
have...
I have one last chance.
Yes.
I will attack the unit right in front of me. Because they're the
This one
ones who are
here?
about to, attack me anyway. So this
Smart.
unit, oops, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
And I will roll just 2 dice because I only have one model left.
Only takes 2 wounds.
Come on. One.
Okay.
One hit.
Yeah. Oh, no. No wounds. And now it's back to that unit who is going to seek revenge, of course. So we're going to go for this model. Boy, oh boy. Let's go.
Yeah, that's one.
One
hit.
Not ideal. Let's try to wound. Come on. That's a wound.
Was that cheating? Flowing on the dice like that? So that's a wound.
I don't know if it was strong enough.
It was.
Let's go. Oh!
Oh, so in a tragic accident, we have established in our gaming history that if it comes out of the dice tray, it doesn't count, so that save won't help me. I have to roll it again and keep it in the dice tray.
That is really unfortunate. Oh!
Nope.
Ah, so close.
Remember me!
Goodbye. Well, they were pretty strong. They did well. The Gut Rippas.
Congratulations
Well,
to
thank
the
you.
Vindictors, the Stormcast Eternals, for winning Battle Plan number 2. What did you learn in this video, Monique?
The Vindictors are pretty strong.
Yeah.
They're not bad. They have a straight face, so we won with a straight face, I'd like to think.
Yeah, and we did some running.
Mm-hmm.
We did some moving.
We did.
We dealt with terrain.
We learned about the battle shock phase.
Oh, yeah,
And
we
it
sure
did.
did.
It did cause some fleeing.
I didn't
So.
slay a single one of your models.
It's the straight face.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching our video today on tutorial battle plan number 2. Now, if you weren't able to catch tutorial battle plan number 1, we do have a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, and stay tuned because we have more tutorial battle plans coming for you. We've got battle plan number 3. We've got battle plan number 4. And then battle plan number 5, where we get everything out on the board and
Oh yeah,
and play a game.
that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, and in battle plan number 3, we are learning about missile weapons.
Mm.
So we're gonna talk about the shoot phase, so that'll be pretty exciting. Hey, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you should probably do that now. Subscribe, like the video, make sure you turn on your notifications so that you know when our next tutorials for this are coming out.
And if you're interested in other gameplay videos just like this one, we make more of them over on this channel with our gameplay series with me and my partner Naveen, as well as with Paula's Table for One.
Yeah, you can watch me play some solo games.
And until next time, thanks for watching.
Bye, thanks for watching.